Dogs truly are man's best friends, and there's nothing more enjoyable than a well-behaved dog doing what they're bred to do. Especially when it comes to working dogs. A good working dog can save a tremendous amount of time, headache, and footsteps. We are setting out to help people to overcome the difficulties they are facing with their dogs. This is Moura Dogmanship, presented by K10. How cool it is to have a well-trained working dog. I can talk all day about that, but the coolest thing to me is see when somebody buy a dog and realize the benefits that that dog brings to their operation. A good example of that is my veterinarian, Mr. Peter Armstrong.
My name is Peter Armstrong. I'm owner of Live Oak Veterinary Clinic in Jacksboro, Texas. So it's a mixed animal practice here in north central Texas. We have 3 other doctors that work for us and have a fairly busy practice. I bought this practice in October 2014, and it's been a fun ride. I started out by myself. I was working 6 days a week, and then over the years I've been blessed to add some extra doctors. We're the only vet clinic in the county. We've got, we're definitely in a rural area, and so we see it all. We see chickens, dogs, cats, horses, cows. We saw a kangaroo a couple weeks ago. I mean, just everything walks through our door, and to me that's probably the funnest way to practice is you really never know what you're going to get. We're really involved in the community. We've grown this practice from a 1-doctor practice to now probably a 4-doctor practice. We're currently going through a very big renovation, adding a lot of space. We ran out of room in our clinic for our small animal space, and so we added a new cattle barn, a new equine barn, and then we're going to add or finish up this remodel project and have essentially a brand new hospital that we can practice out of. We're really excited about it. On the side, my hobby is a backgrounding operation. So we background about 1,000 head of yearlings a year. So we buy unweaned calves out of the sale barn. So I have an order buyer that buys those cattle out of the sale barn 2 to 3 days a week. We get those cattle brought to the clinic here. We work those cattle. We give them the shots they need. We do some testing on them. We deworm them, and then we get them in about 60 days. In the beef industry, 60 days weaned is kind of the standard of what a calf needs to be. So we will get them 60 days weaned, and they will leave our operation and either go to a grass where they will continue to put on weight, or they will go to a feedlot where from there they will get grown from 600-700 pounds to 1,300-1,400 pounds and be beef that you would find in the store. And so that's the basis. We're the bridge between a cow-calf operation, a mama cow operation, and a feed yard. Is that step in there, the backgrounding operation. And so we, like I'd mentioned earlier, we'll do about 1,000 head a year of those, typically putting together in an 18-liter load at a time, a pot load at a time, and sell those cattle, mostly going to the Panhandle of Texas.
Hi, I'm John Dowdy, president of Equinity. For over 11 years, we've been helping your horses look and feel their best. Now we're bringing that same proven science to your best friend with K10 Amino Acids. K10 Amino Acids are designed to help your dog at the cellular level with energy, recovery, mobility, and vitality. And with K10 Chews, daily care becomes simple, supporting gut health, dental, and fresher breath. Take your canine up a notch with K10 products. Scan the QR code and get started today.
There's a lot of people in this part of the country that do that, that do a backgrounding operation. Actually, how I got into this, I was talking about some vaccine protocols with the client, and he's like, "Oh, this is too much stuff to do." And I was like, "Well, I think it's doable. I think it's affordable, and I think it's doable. Let's sit down and look at it and do it." And so I actually started with 10 calves, was the first I ever did, just to kind of do my own little test group. We moved to about 30 or 40 at a time, then we moved to a pot load at a time, and then we were doing a couple hundred, and now 1,000, probably 1,200 probably will be this year, is probably a good number for us to be. Enough for me to handle and then still be able to do my job as a veterinarian. I really enjoy this profession. So it's, especially in this rural setting, you know, I have some really great relationships, really great friendships with some of my clients and people that I enjoy going to work cattle with and enjoy treating their dogs. And it's more than I would have ever thought, right? I can connect with these people and have a great relationship with a lot of people. A great example of that would just be Micon. I went to his operation just to help him with some dogs and do some health checks, and over time that just turned into a friendship, and then, hey, do you have a dog available that worked for me that would suit me, and then that works. So that's a great example of how I can be a practicing veterinarian and these relationships show up, and then you create these friendships, and then that ultimately at the end benefits my cattle operation. The big part of what I like to do is actually feed my own cattle, but so most of my mornings are spent starting with feeding cattle and then moving on to doing the vet work throughout the day and running the practice. And so it's really, you know, needing extra help to try to facilitate speeding that process up in the morning, get my calves that we're buying in every week to feed and getting them started. Really got me looking for a good dog to try to facilitate having some help to speed that process up. I started with a hanging tree dog, had him for a while, and it was kind of an introductory to what a cow dog could be. And so we had some interactions. Him and I didn't really jive real well, and so I sold him and then started looking for another dog.
One of those days, Peter came to me to do a checking on my dogs, and he told me, look, I'm needing a good dog, and if I'm gonna have a dog, it needs to be a good one. I said, well, I don't have nothing at this moment that can fit your expectations, but I'm gonna have soon. So when I got that dog ready, I called Peter and said, come in, check this dog out, and it was just an instant connection.
At Moura, we know the importance of high-quality food for our performance dogs. We're proud to introduce to you Moura 3020. This nutrient-rich formula is balanced to provide the sustained energy and endurance needs of active dogs. Formulated by professionals with 3 sources of high-quality protein, Moura 3020 is ideal for dogs of all life stages. Choose more for your dog. Moura 3020 at mourapetfood.com.
One of those days, Peter came to me to do a checking on my dogs, and he told me, look, I'm needing a good dog, and if I'm gonna have a dog, it needs to be a good one. I said, well, I don't have nothing at this moment that can fit your expectations, but I'm gonna have soon. So when I got that dog ready, I called Peter and said, come in, check this dog out, and it was just an instant connection.
Diesel's really cool. I like a dog that's got a good light switch, and he is the definition of that. He is in my clinic, stays in my clinic, and he has his dog bed. He's quiet, calm, doesn't bark at anybody, doesn't carry on. You need to go get him out of the kennel and go to work with him. He's happy to go work all day for you. Go put him back in the kennel. He's just as happy to go in there. He's kind of loved by everybody in the clinic. He's definitely the favorite around there. When I bought Diesel, Micon gave me 2 options. I could get the dog, run him, or I could spend probably a month or so coming down with Micon and working with him with some different dogs and learning how to just handle the dog and the things that to look for in the dog and to push the dog and bring the dog closer and do those things. And so we spent the time doing that, and then that translated into, then it got Diesel and started using those same foundations to try to come out here and then apply them to my situations. Diesel. Diesel. Oh, look. Hey. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Walk up. Walk up. Pusher. Lie down, stay, good. Here. Probably the biggest difference between this dog and the dog is for me really is livability. This dog has kind of all the aspects that I'm looking for of quiet, even-tempered. You know, I can ask him to do more sometimes, and if I don't get him for 2 weeks out because we don't buy calves for that time period, no big deal. So his probably livability's been the biggest key for me, and then just learning to handle him well, I think has probably been the other thing is, you know, my skill set has improved. He's got a lot of buttons, and learning those buttons allowed me to be better at that.
Push him! Push! Push him! Push him! Push! Walk up. Walk up.
One of the big things with me and my lifestyle, what I need a dog that can handle being a member of my family, but also being a member or productive for me. So I have a good bit of experience with hunting dogs, and so have two examples of that at my home. I have both a lab and a German Shorthair who can hunt all day long and can, you know, sleep on the couch. And that's really what I was looking for in a working dog. And I think a lot of people think that cattle dog can only be in a pen and work and not be a working dog that's also a member of your home. And so Diesel has really shown a great example of that, and will kind of debunk that, in that he can be a great working dog, but also has all the pet lifestyles that, you know, that a dog wants. And so that's been he's really what I've been looking for. I think Micon produced a dog that allows me to have a pet that's a member of my family, but also have a dog that's a very, very useful part of my operation.
The reason I started to use K10 is because my main dog, Joker, from time to time he was having issues with his digestive system, and we've been searching and could not find a solution for it. And one day the guys from K10 reached out to me and said, we would like you to try this K10. It helps with the coats, it's good for their health, but the best of all, it works on the gut. And now we have no more problems. All other dogs are sound, healthy and beautiful. And here at Moura Stock Dogs, we are happy users of K10.
One of the things that I see as a veterinarian and people talk about, you know, is this kind of myth that working dogs can't be good members, you know, of the family and still have that kind of lifestyle of, you know, they only work and they're only in a kennel. Diesel's a good example of this. He really thrives as a chill pet dog, but then when you go to ask him to do work, and so I definitely have heard of people talking that way and see that conversation be had, but you know, he's really does as well as a pet as he does a working dog, and can do both of those at the same time with no detriment to either one of those. You know, I've got a 7-year-old son, and my son loves all animals, of course, but Diesel, you know, last night we were just kind of hanging out with him, and they're just walking around hugging each other. You know, both of them, Diesel's climbing on top of him and he's climbing on top of Diesel, and so Diesel's a really good member of kind of my working family. He lives in the clinic, but I mean, he spends time with people all day long. The girls take him for a walk all day long. So he really is a part of, you know, gets to live that pet lifestyle, gets to live kind of the relaxed life, but then also gets to do what he loves. I mean, his absolute favorite thing in the whole wide world is to stalk cattle. So that's, he really gets to balance a pretty good lifestyle here with us on this operation. The biggest thing that I've taken away, let's say just probably in the last year and a half of feeding cattle with a dog, I guess the cattle and then the dog both are kind of two parts. So with the cattle, I've really learned that, you know, when we start cattle on feed, you know, these are balling calves that are, you know, don't know what a feed bunk is, don't know what a feed truck is. And so I've really been able to break that down. And the cattle that get positively reinforced, they come to feed. So the calves that are coming immediately, they get positively reinforced. The calves that don't come, I will use Diesel to push those cattle to me, and now they're getting that negative reinforcement. And the cattle, just like a dog, just like anything else, need to be trained into how that works. And so he's really helped me be able to learn what that pressure looks like from a feeding standpoint and how to move those cattle appropriately. For me, I've really learned what my body language, what my tone does to him. If I'm really quiet and low key with him, he's the same. If I get excited, he's the same. You know, learning, you know, moving my come by in a way better. If I can sit back and work on, you know, how am I blocking him? How am I opening up, allowing him to run bigger and those type things. Well, probably what I like the most with Diesel is even in the mornings when we're doing our things, kind of always it's a learning opportunity, you know. And if sometimes I'm really busy, but sometimes we spend some time, you know, I'll get out of the truck, especially with some fresh calves, and we'll just do our big circles and try to just tune up and keep him proficient, keep me proficient, realize the mistakes that I'm making. He's a really nice dog. I would say 50% of his mistakes at least are my fault. So if I can improve upon those things, it just makes our operation again smoother, quicker, and allows us to function better. I think a dog from Icon is really a good tool to be able to increase the efficiency of my operation. And so I've allowed myself to get those cattle gaining faster, which at the end of the day is really just putting more money into those calves and making them more profitable. And so he is an added part of my business. You know, his purchase price is super affordable when you consider the efficiency of him in my day-to-day operation.
And now that his business are increasing, he see the need of getting another dog. So he give me a call again and asked me to get another dog, and this time he needed a female. So I pair him up with a great female named Dark. I know Peter loves red dogs, and the personality that this female have is gonna make a wonderful pet for him, not just a working dog, but a loving part of a family.
Our dog is my best friend.
He's our pride and joy.
There's no one I'd rather go on walks with.
He's always there to lift me up after a long day.
She gives the best hugs and kisses.
Our dogs are everything to us. That's why we choose Moura 3020. Because my best friend deserves more.
He deserves more.
She deserves more.
Moura 3020. Get yours at mourapetfood.com.
And now that his business are increasing, he see the need of getting another dog. So he give me a call again and asked me to get another dog, and this time he needed a female. So I pair him up with a great female named Dark. I know Peter loves red dogs, and the personality that this female have is gonna make a wonderful pet for him, not just a working dog, but a loving part of a family.
I bought a female dog from Icon that I'm really looking forward to, so we're going to be able to use her also in our operation, but also then be able to do some breeding with her. So I'm really excited about that. She's a different style of dog, so Diesel is really reserved. She's going to be a little more intense, and I'm pretty excited about that. Just to learn to control that, but still be able to switch back and forth between the two dogs, I think would be a good step for me learning to be a better handler.
Dark is not only an amazing working dog, but it can also be an amazing pet. The personality this dog have is just unbelievable. Dark have speed of lightning and a heart of a lion. She's really fast and brave as it can be. And Dark is not just a working dog, she's also a breeder. She's the kind of female that you want to breed on. Sometimes when she was young, I had to hold her out so she did not get in trouble. Today, she's exactly where she needed to be to go work with someone else. But Peter already have Diesel, and we know how hot our summers are here in Texas, so he don't need another dog until the fall. What we're doing with Dark now, we are keeping her here, just keep her worked, and we're gonna breed her one time before Peter take her home in November. It's very exciting to see that Peter from now on can create his own dogs. And I feel so lucky to be the one who can provide to Peter the possibility of having such good dogs. I hope you guys enjoy this as much as I did. See you next time.
On the next Moura Dogmanship.
Normally when you see these guys, they're on horses. Well, they're gonna be on horses today, but they're working dogs. Two professionals. Is this your first time?
This is
Kind of a personal question.
definitely first time.
I've dabbled.
You've dabbled.
I've had a German Shepherd one time.
Okay, what about you? I heard you have a poodle. You seem like a poodle guy.
Aussie Doodle,
Oh, I stand corrected.
and her name's Dolly,
Okay.
and she does not listen very well.
Hopefully your dog today listens better.
Oh, it does.
Well, oh, it does.
Yes,
I
I
can't
have full
wait.
faith in Moura.
Okay.
He's got me ready.
Okay.
Have you even read your book?
Huh?
Yeah, exactly.
A book? You got a book?
Reading?
What?
What's reading?
Okay, I have to ask you, how did you come up with this idea for this Stock Dog Challenge?
So what I wanted to show the audience is that if you get a full trained working dog, it's really simple to work with. And the only thing you need to do is learn how to handle the dog. Lie down. If you know the right commands and if you know how to position your dog on the right spot, away. There's no way you can do it wrong. So why not get the best on each discipline? Cody Porterfield, Chris Downson, we know they do well. We know they know cows well. So now I'm just gonna show them how to work a dog. We'll see how it goes. I'm excited for them both. I think they're gonna do all well, but somebody's gonna have to win.
There will only be one winner. Now, all jokes aside, the guys are taking it serious and they have been studying. They have your book. I think we should go and see how they're feeling. They're here.
Yes, ma'am, I'm ready.
All right, let's do it.
Well, Chris, he did a pretty good job last week in Fort Worth, but he beat me a couple days ago, and that's the last championship he's gonna get this month, is all I'm gonna say. This is new territory, and I'm a little more prepared, I think. And Sarah, anybody see Sarah? I don't see Sarah here. She can't help him today.
I'm going to tell you that usually I'm prepared to lose pretty well, like when my wife's around, but she's not here today, so I think Cody's in a lot of trouble. He saw what happened at the cutting when she didn't come join us over there. He's seen what happened there. So I'm just saying, it's not my day to be a trophy husband.
Did you hear what he said to me?
Do not let him get in your head. You got this.
No.
You got this. Who are you?
I'm the man.
You're the man.
I'm the man.
You're the man.
I'm the
Do
man.
not let him get in your head.
Okay.
Let's.
Yeah, I got it.
You got this.
I got it.
Okay.
I got it.
Good job.
Wow. No wonder Todd Bergen didn't come.